Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Sure? You look like... Breathe.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. Go.
Hi, and thank you for watching. On today's show,
we're going to talk about Pioneer's brand new AVH X2700BS.
BS?
Don't even go there. Stay tuned.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to start as we usually do with the unboxing. So why don't you pop it and let's see what she's got inside.
Okay, so tenemos el cable del USB.
USB cable, only one, because it's only got one input. Power plug.
Candies.
Bag of screws, two kinds.
And el micrófono.
Microphone for the Bluetooth.
El control remoto. Remote control.
Yeah, that works too. All right, doing my job for me. Okay.
Okay.
And of course, a rather thick owner's manual, which, you know, hey, it covers pretty much every radio they make in the AVH line. Yeah, Manuel. Okay. It's wintertime. Manuel's boat's on the shelf.
It's back again.
Alright, so we're going to open it up. We're going to take a look at the back of this thing. It's got a brand new cage for this year, which means they've changed it around. If you watch our 4700 video, we show you the old cage compared to the new cage. So if you'd like to see what that looks like, by all means check that out. Otherwise, we're just going to fast forward to what this guy has. How cool is that?
That's totally cool. Okay.
Do you want to use one of our cool new little pointers? And yes, they are lightsaber chopsticks.
Okay.
No?
So?
Sorry. They're both mine. Just kidding. Do you want to use one?
Why?
You sure? I don't know. Hey,
you want to fight?
No, because I don't think they're that strong. Okay, so let's take a look at the back of this thing, shall we?
Okay.
All right, here we go. So we have 6-channel right here, 4-volt preamp output. We have the sub, the front and rear.
Ok, so este tiene 6 salidas de RCA, por supuesto, el frontal, el trasero y el del subwoofer.
Yep. It has a power plug here, input, which is going to provide you with the 50 watts by 4.
Obviamente tiene la entrada de la conexión que te da 50 watts por 4.
The USB is right here, this guy right here.
Tiene la entrada del USB.
The aux jack is conveniently located over here, and it is a 1/8 inch.
Ok, so la entrada del auxiliar está al lado del power plug.
The Sirius XM goes here.
Esa es la entrada del Sirius XM.
The add-on, if you have steering wheel controls in your car and you want them to work again, you're going to use this guy right here. You need to add a module from either PAC or Metra. We like the SW PAC pieces. Moving forward.
Ok, so esta es la entrada. Esa es la entrada para conectar las funciones del volante, obviamente, que es esta, ¿verdad?
Anyways, if you look up here, this brown RCA output is for the rear view camera.
Esa es la entrada, por supuesto, para la cámara de reversa.
Now, this guy is going to have a set of AV inputs, which is this one here and these over here. These are the audio, this is the video inputs. Ok,
esas que él acaba de poner son las entradas de video y audio.
And this guy right here that we have left over is a video output. So if you want to go to some headrests or an overhead, you can use that one right there.
Ok, este obviamente is this one? Yes?
Yes, this one.
Ok,
yeah.
Ese es la salida de video por si usted quiere poner pantallas externas.
Now, this little guy right here, the smallest is for the microphone, for the Bluetooth.
Y ese es para la entrada del micrófono.
This guy right here is for the add-on navigation system, which is the AVH U260. However, we got something else coming up that you kind of don't need that piece. Okay,
so ese es para la entrada de la navegación que se utiliza el AVH V260.
Yeah,
right?
Sexy. You have your antenna input, and then this guy right here, this is the new piece. If you just so happen to do a software update on this, you'll get 2 things. One of them we're going to talk about right now is the ability to add an iDataLink Maestro interface. I know, right? You can turn your light off. Don't kill my battery.
So, obviamente también puedes conectar el que es el iData link, el Maestro link, por supuesto.
All right. Well, here,
Okay.
we don't need these guys anymore. That was fun, wasn't
I
it?
think 105,
Yeah,
man.
little Vader lightsabers. Yeah. All right. Thank you, YouTube, for suggesting that. Okay, so while this guy starts up,
Okay.
let's skip right ahead. All right, since we're gonna move to English, we'll skip to there. Now you have this, which is the new network/standard mode. This has to do with the crossover settings, as well as time correction and time alignment. We have a whole video on that, so we're gonna just put it for standard right now and skip ahead.
Okay.
If you do want to know more about it, though, like I said, we got a whole video on network mode.
Yeah.
Check it out; it's pretty cool. So we'll click OK. In this case, the next screen that pops up is for what type of phone you have. So if you have an iPhone or an Android phone, you want to tell it. Android would be other. And then what type of connection are you going to do? USB or wireless Bluetooth?
Ok, so este es para las personas que usan el iPhone o el Android, cualquiera de los dos. O así que, chequenlo.
CK? He's a good comedian. I like him. Okay, so now this brings us to what most of you people are going to see when you first get in your car and have this bad boy put in. The generic new look.
Yeah.
Generic? Who said generic? It's not generic. It's actually the new NEX software that Pioneer has. They've moved it into all the AVH lines. So now you got a cool new user interface. And do you want to see the cool colors it'll do?
Yes.
Okay, but before we do that, we want to talk about the new screen, okay?
Okay.
They all have a new screen this year. Instead of a 6.1 inch, they moved up to a 6.2 inch.
Wow.
That's right, for the same money, you get 0.01 bigger screen.
Bigger is better, that's what they say.
You wouldn't know. Okay, so it's a WVGA. The resolution is 800 by 480. It's an LED backlit. And of course, it's touchscreen.
Ok, so este tiene una nueva interfase, obviamente, del NEX. Obviamente con una pantalla nueva de 6.2 pulgadas de 800 por 480 de resolución y es pantalla táctil.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you have 5 new layout themes. Okay, so we'll pick orange for now, and then we'll hit Illumination. There's also 5 here, as well as if you click the little gear guy here, you can adjust it to, what was it, 100, and where's it at here? 122 different, 112 different color combinations.
Yes.
I mean, so pretty much you can make these buttons match your buttons. The buttons are right here. Okay, so for right now we'll pick red, and then the background. It's got 13 new backgrounds, as well as you can import your own backgrounds. But some of them that it has, we'll go over here. It's got the cool little snake skin. It's got new ocean, starlight from above, and of course the cool little EQ. I like the ocean one, so we'll go ahead and leave it at that. Alright, so now we have the ocean view. Those are the new backgrounds. How cool is that?
Ok, so este tiene 13 nuevos fondos de pantalla, 5 diferentes colores para, obviamente, para el color de tu tablero.
Yeah, yeah. Also, just in case we haven't mentioned, this is a CD-DVD player.
Sí, este tiene CD y DVD.
I mean, I know, you know. Okay, so let's get on to the cool things. Alright, so obviously it has a cool demo mode. You hit this button over here, it's going to drop down. Now, if we were to set this up to Bluetooth, this would say a couple other things, but we didn't. So we'll move forward. You have your AM, FM. Just like last year's models, you can scroll through FM1, FM2, FM3. Nothing new there. We'll go over here. We'll go to Bluetooth audio. Here's what your Bluetooth audio is going to look like. Has a new phone layout. A little bit different than last year's. Last year was just a little screen that appeared over here. Now it's going to take over the whole unit. You have ingoing, outgoing calls. You also have voice control. Now, new this year in Bluetooth is it's an improved Bluetooth. So if you have an older model and you're like, man, it sounds like crap, everyone thinks it's horrible. This one has new Bluetooth. This one has a what they call, like anything else, they came up with a name. It's called wideband speech recognition. Basically what that means, you know what I mean? It's double the sound quality from last year. So they equate it from going from AM to FM.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know. Ooh, double the pleasure, double the fun. The other thing that, because of that, the Bluetooth chip this year allows you to do the Bluetooth music library browsing, and that's what I was talking about. If you set this up to do that, you don't have to plug anymore, and you can go through all your playlists without having to plug in. So you could do that on Android before, but you couldn't do it on iPhone because, you know, hey, iPhone guys are riding the short bus. But hey, now you can. So you can see all that cool stuff, as well as do hands-free calling, which is Siri Eyes free. It has, so you can do hands-free calling to text messages as well as the Android equivalent, whatever they call it. Yeah. Okay.
Pandora.
Yeah, of course it's got Pandora.
Okay.
Go ahead and talk.
Ok, so este tiene por supuesto el Bluetooth, manos libres y música inalámbrica. Tiene el nuevo Bluetooth que es para una banda mucho más ancha acerca de las llamadas. El control de voz, por supuesto. Y ahora sí que el Pandora con control de creador de estaciones.
So it has Pandora, as we've already stated. Thank you, buddy. Now, one of the cool new things, let's see, that's all the sources, right? We got those covered, Pandora, CD. Okay, two more things we want to talk about before we send you guys home. App radio, love it, hate it, whatever you want to call it. They made it a little bit different. If you do the software update, that's going to be the second thing it's going to get you, is what they are now calling App Radio 1. Which, hey, surprising, we'll have a video on. I know, right? Hey! Basically, it fixes everything that iOS 8 broke, and also adds the ability to do it with Android phones, which you couldn't do on last year's stuff.
Yeah.
And they're calling it 1 now because it only uses 1 cable. As if any of you guys have tried it on any of the older 6 or 5 series radios, or even App Radio 2 or 3, you got like 1,000,000 cables coming off this thing. They don't have that anymore.
No.
It just uses 1 cable. Pretty sexy.
Yes.
And like I said, we'll have a video on that. Now, to the best part of the radio is the sound, right?
Sound.
So let's talk about sound real quick. Of course, anything we talk about that like we kind of graze over, there's another video on just those features. We just like to cover, you know, the basics and get you going. All right, so let's look at the EQ. It's got a 13-band EQ. You just tap and you can go and do any curve you want. Okay, real simple like. Hit this little back arrow here. You have balance and fader. You can move the fader and balance around any way you want. You have mute. You have source level adjust, which allows you to increase or decrease the volume from anything other than AM, FM. Subwoofer on and off. Speaker level. You can adjust the speaker level for each individual speaker, okay, as well as the subwoofer. You can turn on and off the crossover. It's got a three-way crossover, front rear sub, with a 12, 18, or 24 dB per octave slope now. So for example, you got 12, you got 18, you got 24 dB. Go ahead and you catch up.
Ok, so obviamente este tiene 13 bandas de ecualizador, obviamente con el tiempo de alineación, paso alto, paso bajo, y lo nuevo es de 12 a 18 y 24 que el dB tú puedes utilizar.
Alright, you also have listening position. This is kind of like a generic time alignment. Even though it does have full time alignment, you can tell it where you're sitting in the car, or you can turn it off. You can come over here, and then you can go into full-blown time alignment. These numbers here represent how far away you are from the speaker. You can manually enter them in, or if you come down here to these two grayed out sections, you can use the auto EQ. Now, in order to use the auto EQ, you have to either buy the CD MC20, which is the add-on EQ, I'm sorry, the add-on microphone. Or if you've got a home stereo and you already have one of them, plug it in and use that. Yeah. For free. Free! Anyways, let's go back to this.
Ok, so este tiene, por supuesto, puedes utilizar el ecualizador automático con el tiempo de alineación, y si tienes un micrófono de tu casa, obviamente de Pioneer, del CD, lo puedes utilizar, o si no, tienes que comprarlo.
Yeah. Okay, so if you look right here where it says Save Settings and Load Settings, this is something new this year, which we also have a video on. This allows you to back up all your settings, so if you disconnect the battery power, it'll remember everything. It's kind of a cool new feature. You have loudness control, which is right here. And then you have automatic level control. 1, 2, and off. Off is probably the best place to have it. Alright, so we'll get out of that. Anything you can think of?
Well, I forgot to say, acerca del App Radio 1, esto va a funcionar ahora solamente con un solo cable, no como antes que tenían varios cables, ahora solamente uno, pero tienes que hacer una actualización.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You totally forgot about App Radio 1.
No.
Yeah. No?
You go always straight.
I know, you go all the way through.
You always go all the way straight.
Oh, Jesus Christ, give me a jalapeno. I need to cry. Okay, guys. Well, hey, thank you for watching. We do this twice a week. This year, we're going to try something new. We're going to do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Good Lord. Pay attention. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Both T's. Keep it simple. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We have links to all that stuff somewhere, I'm sure. Thanks for watching. Also, if you have any questions, feel free. You know, we answer them. Or somebody does.
Yeah, you do.
No, you do. I don't. I'm just a dude. No. Go do some blow. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. You have a nice night.
Gracias por vernos. Que tenga buena noche.
Que tango. He said que tango. All right, let's go duel now.